The Book of Enoch, also known as 1 Enoch, is an ancient Hebrew religious text ascribed by Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah. The book explains why angels fell from heaven, the origins of the Nephilim, an explanation of why the Genesis flood was necessary, among other things. The book's popularity rose after it was found among the Dead Sea Scrolls. The book tells of Enoch's journey to the heavens, where he is shown visions of a future where God shall come forth and tread upon the earth. He describes Judgment Day as a day where all that is wicked will be judged by God, assisted by 10,000 of his holy ones. We also get to see the rebellion of the Watchers. So, who were the Watchers? Before we begin, kindly consider subscribing to our channel and like the video. We thank you for your support. The Watchers were angels whose responsibility was to watch over mankind and the earth. They saw and heard everything on behalf of God, and were said to be 200 watchers in total. They watched over the children of men for years, and as they multiplied, they became obsessed with the beauty of their daughters. They said to one another, "Come, let us choose for ourselves wives from the daughters of men, and let us beget children for ourselves." Semjaza, the leader of the Watchers, feared not all would agree with this idea, and said to them, "I fear that you will not want to do this deed, and I alone shall be guilty of a great sin." And they all answered him, "Let us all swear an oath, and all bind ourselves by mutual imprecations not to abandon this plan but to do this thing." The leaders of the Watchers, who were about 20 in number, all took the oath that bound them to one another, meaning they couldn't abandon this plan, and any punishment that would come would fall upon all of them. And so they abandoned their post and descended upon the earth, taking mortal wives. The mortal wives became pregnant, and they bore great giants, whose height was described as 300 ells. These children were called the Nephilim. The Nephilim became destructive beings. They devoured the labor of all the sons of men, and when the men were not able to supply them, the giants began to kill men and to devour them. And they began to sin against the birds and beasts and creeping things and the fish. And when they laid waste to everything, they began to devour one another's flesh, and they drank the blood. As men were perishing, the cry went up to heaven. The leaders of the Watchers shared knowledge and secrets to the mortals. The men were taught about weapons and warfare, and the women about beautifying themselves. Azazel taught men to make swords and knives and shields and breastplates, and made known to them the metals of the earth and the art of working them, and bracelets and ornaments, and the use of antimony, and the beautifying of the eyelids, and all kinds of costly stones, and all coloring tinctures. And there arose much godlessness, and they committed fornication, and they were led astray, becoming corrupt in all their ways. Semjaza taught spells and the cutting of roots. Hermione taught sorcery for the loosing of spells and magic and skill. Barakul taught the signs of the lightning flashes. Kokabel taught the signs of the stars. Zikol taught the signs of the shooting stars. Artekaf taught the signs of the earth. Shamsiel taught the signs of the sun. Sariel taught the signs of the moon. Up above, the archangels Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel observed the lawlessness and unrighteous nature humans have fallen into, and appealed to God to judge the inhabitants of the world and the fallen angels. God, already aware of what is happening on earth, tasks each one of the archangels. Uriel is sent to tell Noah of the coming destruction of the earth and find safety, since after the destruction, a plant will be planted from him, and his seed will endure for all the generations of eternity. Raphael is commanded to imprison Azazel, to bind his hands and feet, and make an opening in the wilderness, and cast him there, to cover his face that he may not see light, and place rough and jagged rocks above and below him, and let him abide there forever in darkness, and on Judgment Day he shall be cast into the fire, and heal the earth which the angels have corrupted. God goes further to say, and the whole earth has been corrupted through the works that were taught by Azazel. To him ascribe all sin. Gabriel is given instructions to destroy the Nephilim by turning them against each other in battle and destroy the children of men born from seed. Michael is commanded to bind Semjaza and the fallen angels. They would watch their sons slay one another and see the destruction of their beloved ones. They are to be bound for 70 generations in the valleys of the earth, till the day of their judgment, where they shall be led off to the abyss of fire. Once the watchers knew of God's plan, trembling in fear, they now seek forgiveness for their actions. They sought the help of Enoch and pleaded with him to draw up a petition. God's response comes to Enoch in a dream in which the petition is denied, and the watchers would not receive forgiveness, nor would they ever ascend to heaven. You will have no peace or forgiveness. And concerning your sons, in whom you rejoice, you will witness their slaughter, and they will have no mercy or peace. Azazel was told, "You will have no peace. A great sentence has gone forth against you, to bind you. You will have no relief or petition, because of the unrighteous deeds that you revealed." Enoch also journeys to Sheol, where Uriel reveals to Enoch that this is the prison of the fallen angels. Here shall stand the angels who have connected themselves with women, and their spirits, assuming many different forms, are defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray. They were in the very place that the watchers would end up after they transgressed against both God and mankind. Thanks for watching this video. We truly appreciate your support. Make sure you leave a comment down below, like the video, and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on new videos.